How do you deal with that frustration, not being able to get the word out?
Ooh, I'll tell you, for 20 years, it took its toll on my health, my psychology, on my physical health. I would say I was bopping up and down into the cancering spectrum quite a lot during that time. It was more of a bumpy ride because I take things in so personally, so somatically. So when I'm under stress, when my nervous system is in that somatic, complete sympathetic overdrive, it takes its toll on me really easily. And so I spent the first 20 or so years of my career trying to fix the broken system, trying to convince people, trying to drag people kicking and screaming over to my philosophy, to my belief system. When I finally let go of that and decided, F that, I'm just going to build a new system, and anyone who wants to get on my arc can join me, and we'll see what happens with this. And so that's what I have slowly been building. Like I said, we're now 39 countries globally. We're now looking at actually creating some more systemized approaches with the way we present this methodology into the healing space. We are building a data platform to collect all the metrics and all the information I'm telling you. So when they say there is no data, we'll be like, well, no one's measured it, but we are. We're building the lab that's doing the evaluations on what's working, what's not working. When someone says, oh, this, for instance, methylene blue is very helpful on your complex 1 of your mitochondria, well, we're actually testing that in a lab to show this is in fact what it's doing in real time, both in cell line, animal, and human studies. So we're doing the research, we're collecting the data, we're building the new medical system, and we're training the masses to know how to apply it. And so that's where now it's like exponential of the stories I get to hear. And it's exponential of how many people are seeking us. So just an example, we are sucky at marketing. We do none. We're terrible. We have a horrible website. Like at some point, we should have the money or the bandwidth or the resources, the human hours to do what needs to happen, actually get our website up and doing its thing. But last month alone, with nothing, we had 35,000 people come to our directory looking for a clinician trained in this methodology. We have about 150 listed on our directory. These doctors, I mean, the ones that aren't even on that we've trained, they just can't take any more clients. We literally do not have enough people to meet the demand. So now that we're up at this point, that's when I know, like, we are coming into that 100th monkey process where now all the things I fought so hard to communicate about are now becoming like household names. Like I would talk about terrain until I was blue in the face. And now I see the word terrain everywhere, even in care, or tumor microenvironment everywhere, or metabolic health everywhere. 2 years ago, that wasn't the case. And so there's an exponential process happening now that I'm feeling I didn't expect to see this, frankly, in my lifetime, because it was so slow going for those first couple of decades. But the exponential process, because of people like you, Freddie, because of people in the space, because of the horrors and the wonders of social media, right? You got both ends, again, happening simultaneously. There's space for both. We are reaching the masses in a way that we, the consumer, are demanding something different. And that's when things will change.
Yeah. I ask you that because, once in a while I'll talk to people in the space and it's like, I feel how what they're holding in their container and the frustration and the rage, I'm like, oh my God, it's like, it almost makes you like, turns you back into a villain. Like you become a caricature of yourself. I know that's not you. I'm just saying.
It totally was. I will. It was a time when I was like, there was so much rage and fury that it actually incapacitated me. Yeah.
It's really, you know what it is? You know what I really like? It's my spiritual teachers. They're like, there's a 12 guiding spiritual practices. And the one that always stands out for me right now is humility. And so whenever you look at somebody else's platform or their belief system or their message and you do this, how could they? You're like, of course they can.
Of course.
That's where they are. That's where they're at. That's their information. That's their story. That's their program. And I think we've just got to be able to look at people and be like, of course you can hold that belief system right now.
Yeah.
I'll be over here with mine.
Right.
And that's all I can do. That's all I can build. Either that, the phrase that comes up a lot is my response is my responsibility. It's probably my first t-shirt I need to make.
That's And that's massive.